You wake up motivated. You tell yourself, today is different. You're going to wake up earlier, go to the gym, study harder, be consistent. And for a few days, it works. You feel productive, focused, in control. You start imagining the future version of yourself, stronger, smarter, disciplined. Then something small happens. You miss one day. You're tired, busy, not in the mood. And suddenly, that fire you had is gone. So you think, I just need more motivation. But here's the truth. Motivation is unreliable. And it was never meant to carry you long term. Motivation is emotional. It spikes when you feel inspired, when you feel behind, when you watch something powerful, when you're tired of your current situation. But emotions don't last. They rise, they fall. And if your progress depends on emotion, your progress will always be unstable. That's why you keep restarting. New week, new month, new routine, new version of you. Over and over again. It's not because you're incapable. It's because you built your system on a feeling, and feelings expire. Let me ask you something. Do you brush your teeth only when you feel motivated? Do you show up to work only when you feel inspired? No. You do those things because they're automatic. They don't require emotion. They require identity. That's the difference between people who stay consistent and people who constantly restart. The consistent ones aren't superhuman. They don't wake up fired up every morning. They just remove the daily negotiation. They don't ask, do I feel like it today? They say, this is what I do. That shift is everything. Here's what most people misunderstand. Motivation is powerful at the beginning. It helps you start. But starting isn't the hard part. Continuing is. And continuing is boring. It's repetitive. It's slow. It's unexciting. There's no dramatic transformation after one workout, no instant results after one study session. Progress hides in repetition, and repetition doesn't feel exciting. That's where most people quit. Not because it's hard, but because it's no longer emotionally rewarding. They were chasing the feeling, not building the habit. There's another problem. You set goals that are too big, too dramatic. Work out every day. Study 3 hours. Wake up at 5 a.m. And when you miss one day, your brain says you failed. So instead of adjusting, you quit. But consistency isn't about perfection. It's about recovery. Missing one day doesn't destroy progress. Quitting does. Real discipline looks different than you think. It's not extreme. It's not intense. It's small. It's choosing the minimum when you don't feel like the maximum. 10 push-ups instead of 0. 5 pages instead of none. 10 minutes instead of skipping. Small actions done daily build something powerful. Trust in yourself. And trust changes identity. You don't become disciplined in one big decision. You become disciplined through hundreds of small promises kept. Every time you follow through, your brain updates its story about who you are. You stop seeing yourself as someone who tries. You start seeing yourself as someone who executes. That identity shift is stronger than motivation will ever be. So stop waiting to feel ready. Stop waiting to feel inspired. Lower the bar. Make the habit so small it feels almost pointless. Because small habits survive bad days. Big plans don't. Consistency beats intensity. Every single time. Motivation feels powerful, but it's temporary. Systems feel boring, but they're stable. And stability builds results. If you've been stuck in the cycle of starting and stopping, you're not broken. You just trusted motivation too much. Build something that works even when you don't feel like it. That's where real progress begins.